2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And it's 3rd down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Now to try to add the extra point, the lefty Anderson. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Titans 21, Broncos 7.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A quick pass to Cup. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, Julian Edelman, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Not much there, only a yard. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Titans. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And it's 2nd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
It was Kenny Vaccaro there to get a hand on that one.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. 1st down and much more for Henry. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
At the 25-yard line.
A first down carry for Henry. Uses the stiff arm. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
At the 16-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll run it again with Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
This is our time.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No. Okay.
He's going to take off with it. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in, and he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. They begin with Henry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And some room to roam now. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big pickup there on the run. 30 yards.
First down, Titans.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Pushing him away.
Popped it right out there.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Tonight's final score, Titans